Welcome to Misscliks Demigods. How are you guys doing?
It's okay. Brazil got shit on.
Yeah, they did. What was it? 7-1 at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
man.
was like 5-0 in the first thingy. Terrible.
Yeah. I started watching at 5-0, and then when it got to 7-0, I had to walk away. I couldn't watch anymore.
That's pretty painful.
Yeah. Yeah. How have you guys been?
Coughing.
Anna, we can't hear you.
Oh, she's muted.
Just kidding. That whole time when I was saying hi and jolly things, they weren't being heard.
Nope.
So hello, jolly things.
They're heard now.
Yay. I'm excited to play some Demigods.
Some Demigods. Cool.
How have you been, Neil?
I've been good. Kind of just doing the same old, same old. Nothing terribly exciting other than I am completely and utterly in love with Divinity Original Sin. It is perhaps my favorite game of all time in terms of video games.
I'm gonna buy it, I think, next weekend.
I
have to watch you play it. I haven't really seen anything about it.
The writing is phenomenal.
Really?
Oh my god, it's the most well-written video game I've ever played. Hands down.
Whoa.
Hands down.
That's a glowing achievement.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You can barely see the cut on my face now.
Oh, your war wounds are healing?
Dangerous.
My house is only dangerous if you stage dive across a couch.
I may or may not have dove into a bookshelf while trying to reach a pull-up bar so that I could see if I could do a pull-up. And I couldn't do a pull-up, so the end of the story totally doesn't even justify the fact that I dove into a bookshelf and cut my face at Neil's house.
4th of July.
And I was like, that kind of hurt. That's okay. I went about my business. And then I walked up to Neil and he's like, you have blood on your face. Blood like dripping
yeah, it was
down
actually kind of...
Yeah. That's kind of cool though, right? It's like kind of hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah. I also had a video shoot today where I still had this cut on my face, so I had to like make up that up.
Nice.
Yeah.
At least you didn't feel it that much, right?
Yeah, no, I forgot about it after I was like briefly like, ow, that kind of hurt, and then just went about my business.
Well, bleeding everywhere. It's like...
It hurt the next day. I hit my head a lot that night. I was apparently not fit to be walking around.
Well, we did climb a rather large hill up a rather steep ravine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We went and watched fireworks from the top of Bernal Hill in San Francisco. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you guys what you did for 4th of July, but then I realized that you obviously don't celebrate 4th of July. How was Canada Day?
We don't celebrate Canada Day.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We take a day off. It's nice.
We celebrate Quebec Day, and that was 2 weeks ago.
Right, I remember that. All right, well, sorry, I've been gabbing. We should play.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Serious business now, guys. Come on.
Sir's business.
So, we last left the party in a town, but you guys are no longer there.
Are we not?
We went back to the town.
You guys were last in Porton. That's where we left you guys with
after a
Mr.
literal goose chase.
Oh.
Yeah. Wild goose chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, that day.
That day.
That was quite good.
Yeah.
That troll. That episode-long troll.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
The whole episode I was dying to tell you guys, but I couldn't. I was like, oh, they don't know. They don't know.
Sure you were dying to tell us. You were just reveling in our ignorance.
You kind of gave it away when you said, when it was like running away or something, and then I did the perception check, and I'm like, why would Neil do perception check when he's doing athleticism? And I'm like, because he has a penis. No, that can't be it.
Yeah, but that was what, like 2 minutes before it actually happened? It was fine.
Yeah. It was like, no, like 20. I don't know.
It was fine.
We definitely figured out that Goosey wasn't a goose earlier on, but we didn't figure out who it actually was or who Miss Grisham was.
Oh.
Yeah. And we figured it was pretty off. Like the old wild goose chase thing was like lingering.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a fun episode for sure.
Yeah.
Lots of fun role playing. It's nice when we have a guest and it kind of like jump starts our role playing too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I like, especially when you have good guests like this.
Like Parv.
Like
Thanks,
Parv.
Parv.
Parv was good.
No. So,
So now we're just back in this town after being shamed.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
think-
I was gonna say we take place a few days later in the small town nearby. It's not even a town anymore. It's more of it's like a village called. Oh god, I'm so bad with names. Karashta. It's just like 3 towns to the northeast.
Karashta.
Karashta.
What do we find ourselves doing there?
Well, you guys are traveling back because you finish up in Porton, and you're kind of heading back to Proc, where you guys are from, to just get back home. Like, okay, let's piece everything together. And as you guys are hanging out in Karashta, because you're traveling through, staying at each town as you go for like a nice night's rest. That's where we'll just come into the game here. You guys get into Karashta after a nice, reasonable day of travel. You're starting to enter kind of this hilly area, but the road managed to navigate between the hills that are there. So there's not much elevation change, and you find this town nestled in this little valley between these hills. And you get in and find yourself going to the tavern there to sit down and rest for the evening. And I think that's just what we're gonna. Yeah.
Oh, what a nice place to rest for the evening, brother and sister.
Where's the bar?
I was exhausted.
Is there a bar, Neil?
Yeah, the tavern that you're at has a bar there as well.
Yay. 1 beer for me, sister. And they sit down.
All right. I get him around.
Okay. You head over to the tavern. Oops, hold on. You head over to the tavern, and one of the innkeepers there, kind of a rounded man named Bellows, brings you the beers that you want and the food that you want. Kind of scratches his head at you and goes, "I ain't seen you folks around ever before. You look like some kind of traveling
Demigods?
warriors."
Yes, we are. Thanks for noticing.
Excuse me? You call themselves demigods?
Did I hear Demigod?
When you said that, I hide a little bit.
You all spawn of some crazy lustful god type of guy?
No, actually, we are sons and daughters of Reluna,
Reluna?
the goddess of passion.
Yep, some crazy lustful sort of god out there. That's what I said.
Hmm.
So, what you doing in town? You kind of look around the bar, you notice that there's like 2 other people here. It's a tiny town, and it's pretty boring. He's just kind of making small talk with you.
Oh, we're just passing through, just looking to make the world a better place, but on our way home after doing our best to aid the human race in a few towns to the north. Were we in the north?
South.
South? A few towns to the south.
Really? Trying to make a human race a little bit better? That
Yeah,
one
doing
there
what-
ain't human, he says, pointing at Jen's character, Emma.
Humanity in general, the life in general.
Eh.
Yeah, I mean, technically she is demi-human, right?
No, she's full elf, which is something I never understood. But let's move on from that.
Well, demi-human is just I've been reading my Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition book, and demi-human is just a term used to refer to
Humanoids.
human-like characters who are not human.
Subraces. Elves, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, goblins.
Oh, okay.
I literally went to the pool and sat and tanned in my bikini and read Dungeons and Dragons, and I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty hot.
It's a good life.
So I'll probably be spouting useless terms and things because I'm so proud of myself for doing research.
Well, if you're looking to help the human race, you could stick around here a while. You could use some help.
What is it you need help with?
There's a warlord come through these parts recently. Took off half the men of the town with him.
Not on their own free will, he took forced them.
Well, force, coerce. He said you'd come back here and waylay to the town if they didn't join up with him. And if they join up with him, then he'd make them wealthy. A lot of the boys just thought that was the best thing to do, so they took off with him. My own son's gone now.
That's a sad story.
Well, if you really are the demigods you say you are, and you're really out here to help humanity, I think this has got your name written all over it.
Brother, sister, what do you think? Does this sound like an adventure for us?
Look, so far, all the adventures brought me nothing. Except these beers. I don't know, sister. You said maybe I could, be a full god. And I mean, we didn't even talk to Mom yet. And I don't think she would really appreciate us saying that we would become god. And, be on our level. She would be pretty pissed about that. That's for sure.
Well, we do certainly need to find some way to earn our keep pretty soon. I wonder, sir, might there be any kind of reward for the bringing down of this warlord?
Well, we ain't got much here in town, but I'm sure the warlord's got all sorts of money he's been taking from other towns. I mean, he's
And
been
it
going
certainly
about.
would be best to reclaim that money from that evil warlord, it sounds like.
And it'd be
Yeah.
used for evil.
I mean, I'm sure those towns would appreciate it if you brought it back to them. But if not, sure it'd be reasonable to extract a fee from it. Warlords don't just go
Arcas?
around without money,
Arcas, does that sound like a reasonable thing? You could buy your own beer if we were to find some money?
You could spend your money however you want.
I mean, I certainly have saved responsibly and have all the money I could possibly need, as I am a demigod and, of course, responsible. But in case you were looking for some money, Arcas, this might be a good chance for us to get some for you.
Well, I mean, technically, the beers are mine, so it's not like I'm not, you're already being.
That's true. Good
And
point.
what's in it for you, Emma? I don't understand what you want from it. I get Adea. She's just like Miss Universe over here. Get it? Get it? Get it? This is so funny. Okay. But what about you, Emma?
I mean, aren't we all in this together? I thought we were trying to get back with the gods. I don't know what else we've got. What else do we have to do right now that's better than this?
That's a good point.
I could just sit here.
And I mean, who knows? What if the warlord is actually raising a terrible army for something bad? And then we don't
Sounds
do
like that
anything. Yeah. I mean, it does have the word war in warlord.
It's true. Emma makes a good point, Arcas. If we don't go anywhere, there's virtually no chance of proving we're worthy to become gods. But if we do go and save people, then there is at least some chance that we will become gods.
The innkeeper who's been standing right next to you this whole time chimes and goes, I thought you were trying to help humanity. The
I'm
hell,
not.
dude? No?
I am not. No, but I'm intrigued, though. If it's a war, I want to be the king of the war, or however you say that. I want to be the legend that people talked about in years.
Yes, a legend, a demigod legend. Legend. And I make motions at him ooh, legend. And I try to keep him excited about that.
I say in the most boring tone, I'm very excited about this whole legend thing.
That settles it. Arcas wants to do it. Let's go. And I grab everybody and I'm like, yay!
I smirk. I'm like,
Yay.
Really? You'll take it on? I didn't expect you guys to actually do it.
Well, we
yawn.
are only here to help.
Well,
Then I yell in real life.
So where can we find this warlord? Do you know anything about where he might have gone?
Came through with his horsemen about a week ago, and they left off towards the southeast. Last I saw of my son.
What's your son's name?
Jacob.
Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
What does he look like?
It's about 5'9", long black hair down to his waist, and keeps it tied back. Keep telling him he needs to cut his hair, but now I'm kind of grateful because it makes him easily recognizable. Still, he looks a fool.
Well, we'll do our best to
Yeah.
find your fool.
As I says that, I like pat my hair because they're very long.
Yeah, he's only 13,
like-
so I appreciate it if you treat him kindly.
13.
Yeah, I told you, the warlord come and take half the men in the town. Don't matter much how old they are.
Where's the other half of the men? Why were you not taken? You're like 13 seems a bit young.
He pats his rather large belly and says, "Well, I don't think he thought I'd make a very good warrior. Not to mention, if he takes all the men in the town, who's going to be left to do all the work? Town will starve."
Does he care about the town starving if he's an evil warlord?
Bastard probably just wants to come by in a couple more months and take more of our food and supplies. He fancies himself some sort of, upstart king who wants to make this all his lands. I'm trying. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
One must respect the only true kings and queens, who are the gods. As it is said, all hail to the gods.
All hail to the gods.
Yeah, all hail the gods and shit. They ain't much never done anything for me, but if you guys can do this, and you are the demigods you say you are, I might change my mind on that.
Well, let's get right to it. Shall we, Emma and Arcas?
Yeah.
It's kind of dark out, he says.
Well, I suppose we could sleep first.
Yeah. Sure.
Fine.
Fine. Fine.
You pay for
Tired.
me, sister?
Huh?
You pay for me, sister?
All right. Whatever you want, Arcas.
You bring me in this mess, you pay for it.
All right. How much do I pay for the night stay, Neal?
3 silver for lodgings, another 1 for food and drinks.
For
So-
both of us?
No, 4 silver per person.
So 10 total?
4,
Oh,
4 per
4
person.
total each, so 8 total.
8 for the 2 of you, 8 for Emma. I take it Emma's
Yeah.
paying her own way.
Yeah.
All right.
What? 8 for the 2 of us.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
4
and
for,
four
4 for
me.
Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. If I said 8 for Emma, that was a lie.
But I mean, is it solo room? Because I think the sisters and brothers, they sleep in the same room.
I mean, if you guys share a room, then it's only... Look, so each of you pay
We
1
share a
silver
room.
for food. Okay, who's sharing a room? All of you? The 3 of you?
Yeah.
There's 1 bed.
Because,
Did you guys all share the 1 bed?
no.
all of us.
Okay, I guess we have 2 rooms then.
Okay. So,
Because we need beds to sleep in.
6 for the silver, 3 for the food, total, however you decide to distribute.
Okay, so I guess the girls sleep together.
Yeah,
I mean,
so total.
yeah.
So you pay 3, Emma, I'll pay 6.
Okay.
Because it was 9 total.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And now I have to find out what spells I'm gonna have, because I'm a wizard. Neal, was I supposed to get new spells from you last week?
Oh, you hit level 3, didn't you?
No.
No, then you're fine. You get 1. You hit level 2?
Yeah,
you've been
I hit
level
level
two for a
2, but I thought I was supposed to have like new spells to choose from.
When you hit level 3, you get new spells to choose from.
P.S. Also, I learned from my research that I'm supposed to be getting bonus HP or something due to my intelligence, I think.
Bonus
I'm talking about?
proficiencies for your high intelligence. Bonus starting proficiencies.
Okay, I'll look it up and make sure. Did I get those bonuses?
Yes.
Because I'm like super smart.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And right now I can have 1 normal spell and 2 wild wizard spells, correct?
1 wild wizard spell and 2 normal spells.
Oh.
I mean, the normal ones can be wild wizard spells as well, but
Gotcha.
so 1 has to be a wild wizard spell, and then 2 can be whatever you want.
Okay, gotcha. Also, I finally read the table of all of the things that could possibly happen when I cast Nahal's Reckless Dreamer, and thank goodness that none of those things happened. And I may be more careful with that in the future.
There are some really good things that could happen for you, though.
Really good, but also really bad.
What? What are you
I
talking
could just
about?
die. I could age 10 years. I could...
Wait, is
like-
instant death on that list?
If you age 10 years, do you get less pretty?
You age 10 years.
I don't know.
There is no pretty score in the book.
Emma
That's all
has a
house
dream.
ruled stuff.
Emma's dream.
Yeah.
One day I'll be the fairest of them all.
All physical attraction stuff is just house ruled. That's not in the system anywhere. Can you actually just flat out die?
I'm not positive. I could be making that up.
No, I mean
There
there
were
are
a
things
lot of-
like a fireball explodes on you, which would kill you at this point.
Well, because I have such low HP, a lot of
Right.
them would kill.
Yeah. Caster
We already
ages
did have
10
the one
years.
where my counterpart becomes afraid of me and runs away.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Okay, I
Caster
set my
shoots
spell.
forth 8 non-poisonous snakes from his fingertips.
Wow. I know, I had a good time reading those.
Oh. Good times.
Did you
Okay.
pick your... Oh, you don't need to.
I'm ready.
Okay.
You guys are ready. So, morning dawns, and you guys go downstairs. The innkeeper's there still. He is cooking on the grill, making some beans and bacon for you guys.
Beans and bacon?
Yep, that's what they serve here.
Sounds wonderful.
I wonder if Adea is a vegetarian.
Is she?
Could
I don't think she is. I don't know. I hadn't thought about it till now. We'll see. She eats the beans for now. She doesn't feel like eating bacon right now.
Okay.
Which is weird, because who doesn't feel like eating bacon? Even vegetarians.
Especially vegetarians.
Do you feel like eating bacon sometimes?
Bacon still, even after 13 years of being a vegetarian, bacon still smells delicious.
You've been a vegetarian for 15 years?
13, but yeah.
13?
hmm
Damn.
And I can't even eat meat anymore. It makes me sick, but bacon still smells delicious. And I still remember how it tastes. Bacon is a magical food.
I like
So-
bacon, but only like 2 pieces, and then I'm bored. It's really weird.
There was like a bacon festival in San Francisco recently where everything at the
yeah.
festival was flavored like bacon. They had like bacon lemonade, bacon ice cream,
Wasn't
bacon
that-
bacon wrapped bacon.
That was Saturday, right?
Yeah, I didn't
Day
go,
after 4th
obviously.
of July? Yeah. I actually didn't get out of bed until like 3:30 on Saturday. It was a good day.
It was fun.
Yeah. All right. So, the next morning comes. You guys have your beans, and so the innkeeper's making the food. He serves it to you, and a couple other people come in to come into the tavern and come up to you. It is there's a middle-aged woman and a young boy. They come in together, and the woman comes up to you with kind of like sad, teary eyes and falls down on her knees at your feet and starts sobbing and weeping, and then eventually like puts her hands on Arcas's leg and goes, "Please, will you save my father?" My husband and my brother. They were taken by the warlord.
You already said we'd go.
I know, but just please bring them back safely. I don't know what they've done to him. I haven't seen them in weeks,
What are the
and
names?
my father's name is Theoroy. My brother's name is John, and my husband's name is Jefferson.
Jefferson. That name rings a bell. I don't think I like him very much, but I'll still try to save him.
I know the names down on paper or something. Let me see what I have.
Do you have paper?
Nope.
I do, because I'm a wizard.
Do you have paper?
I have a spell book.
Okay. You write the names down in your spell book?
Can I do that? Is there
Yeah,
something
totally.
bad about writing notes in a spell book?
No, it's just that you won't be able to use that page for writing down spells later. But that's not something you're going to have to worry about for quite a while.
I have like 200 pages, right?
Right. And each spell takes, I think, d6 pages per level. So the first level spells only take a few pages, and then higher level spells take more and more pages. So it's something that will become an issue eventually if you fill it with
Well, I
notes.
use the very last page and I write in very small writing.
Okay. Yeah.
You know when they give you half a page to like write down notes for an exam when you're like in elementary school,
Mm-hmm.
and you write in tiny, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, she just kind of pleads and begs for a little while. If you don't have any questions for her, then
Arcas, what do you say? Because she's crying on your leg.
Arcas doesn't know how to handle grieving, so he's like, take her out,
Take it away.
I swoop in and like say some flowery etiquette-filled words and like, it is said that those whose hearts are true shall live to see the truest hearts return.
There, what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
And then I escape.
okay. Yeah, you guys take off. So, what do you do? Where do you go? How do you go about this?
Where do you go?
We ask those people before we leave if they know any more specifically which direction or where the warlord went.
The woman says she saw them heading southeast towards the woods that are about a day away from here. And that's all they know.
Okay, so I say we get our horses and ride due southeast toward the woods and do multiple checks of our own perception to see if we notice any tracks or clues.
Do any of you guys have a tracking proficiency?
No.
I don't.
I have one non-weapon proficiency that's left, but that's kind of...
Yeah, and it would take
So no.
more than one since it's a warrior slot and it takes 2 already. For you to get tracking, it would be 3 slots.
Okay, so I have 1 slot right now, right?
Yes? Is that what we had just discussed?
I think
Yeah.
so.
So you just said at least.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 and 3 is 6. And then you just leveled up, so you get 1 more. Yeah, sure. You can take it whenever you want, I guess. Not like in the middle of an event, but
Yeah.
it'll take some
I'll
time.
look into it at some point.
Cool.
I have animal lore and horseback riding, so I'd be really knowledgeable about horse tracks if there are any.
Yeah. The tracks, any tracks that would have been there would be more than a week old at this point, and it's not like a paved road; it's just the open grass. So after a week, the tracks are all gone. There's nothing really to follow at this point. But you can you head out southeast.
Okay, let us ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arcas, you can ride with me again because you don't have.
I know. I'm already on the horse, like looking down, like.
I like pat him cheerily and smile. Won't this be a great adventure? I ignore him completely.
When he does that, I laugh. I think it's funny.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that you want to, any particular marching order, any particular precautions you're taking, or are you just
I'm
going?
singing our song that the bard made up about the bear.
Okay. You're singing the bear song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I forget the words, but Adea doesn't, because she's super smart.
Okay.
And she places herself in the smartest
And I
position
kinda-
possible.
I kind of sing along and like. I can't do it.
I do like hand motions too, because like I'm like really into it and proclaiming it. And as people walk by, if they look up at me, I sing directly to them and like with welcoming tones. And then when I say like and the great warriors, and I like point to all of us to make sure they know it's about us.
And I like
always-
this song, so I get into it and I sing it because I remember it being about me more than Adea, so I really enjoy it.
Okay, but yeah,
I
other than
sing
that,
louder. I
You
sing
sing
louder
louder?
for my parts where like my character shines. I'm like la la. When it's your part, I'm like no, no.
And I do the back vocal for all of us. When Anna says Arcas, I'm like Arcas, Adea, and I completely forgot it. And I'm like peaceful on the horse, like la 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 la.
Yeah, we're having a grand old time, but
Yes,
still trying to like every time we finish the song, we do like a really intense check of where we are to make sure that we're not missing.
It's like our pacing, actually. It's like once we're done with the song, we look, we take our time, and then we go again.
Mhm.
And then we start the same song again.
Yep.